Central accounting includes a simplified CRM, or Customer Relationship Management, feature which enables the user to set up contacts independently of or linked to existing customers and suppliers, and to record interactions which we call events with those contacts. As in this example, the application will prompt the user where an event requires some action on the part of the user on or before the current date. So clicking that reminder takes us to a search screen which lists events which require action. They are classed as not done and the due date by which the action is required. The user can refine this list by filtering out events which are tasked to other users. If we take the first of these two events by way of example and edit, we can see here that we've been tasked with contacting a lead from a trade show. The event has an event type and a priority, a contact name and tags, which are descriptive text which we'll be looking at in a little more detail shortly, the due event date and the assignee for the task. So if we now effect that call and record the outcome here, and having done that, we can create a follow-on event. We can give this an event type, change the priority as required, and indicate an intended action. We can set the date at which we want the event to take place, and again the system will then remind us on this particular date that this event requires some action. And if necessary, we can change the assignee, which has defaulted to the original task assignee, or indeed any of the tags, where we may, for example, have gleaned some additional information during the course of the exchange with the prospect. If we now update, we will see from our event list that the original task is now indicated as done, and the follow-on task now appears here. We can also use contacts and events to keep track of interactions we have with existing customers. For example, we may wish to record a conversation with Peter Marshall in connection with chasing payment, where we have an invoice going overdue very shortly, and we may wish to put a reminder on the system that we need to contact this particular customer, and in fact we can be specific with time if we know that their accounts department is taking calls between certain hours, and again we can assign that to a particular individual, and that will remain on the list here until that's been actioned. When we do make contact with the customer, we can record the conversation here, and again, if appropriate, set up a follow-on event. So again, the original event is flagged as done, and the follow-on event remains on the list and will be prompted by the system from the summary screen on log on. Where, for example, we have been successful in quoting a prospect, we can simply complete that task. There's no need for a follow-on event on this occasion, and update it. And if we go to our contacts list, we can select the appropriate contact and convert into a customer. We're taken to the familiar new customer screen, and where the information is available on the contact record, that's been completed here. we add an account code, complete additional details as required, and when we're happy with that, we create. That customer now appear in our normal customer listing. Contacts themselves are very straightforward to create. From the sales menu, you simply go to Contacts, New Contact, and enter the details here. You can assign this particular contact to a customer and or a supplier that already exists on the system, or neither. So complete whatever data can be completed and indicate the type of contact and the strength of the prospect. Then additionally include some tags which may already exist on the system. That can be done by simply clicking here, or create a new tag where this doesn't already exist, and that will be added to the tags database so that it will appear in the list on subsequent occasions. The tags are used for searching, finding individual contacts and or events. I'll show you an example of that in just a moment. So once we're happy with the contact, we simply create. And that contact is now added to our list. Tags can be used to search in a simple way here. So for example, a partial word and search, and that returns any contacts where this character string appears in their tags. So here in retail, again here in retail, and here. Or on the advanced search, where a tag might be used in conjunction with other criteria to refine the search still further. And finally, we saw that events are categorized by event types, and that these event types carry a default priority. These again are very simple to set up. And that now appears on the list with the others, and are a useful shortcut when creating new events.